Best part about fighting, you can say anything you want about me. And I tell people this all the time. As the referee, there's that line. It's that line in the sand. Don't cross it. Okay, and when I say don't cross it, what I'm talking about is don't ever say anything racial in a fight. Don't do that. That's not what this sport is about. Don't ever say anything about someone's religion. Don't ever say anything about someone's family. Now, I don't care whether that's outside of the fight or actually in the cage at the time of the fight. I've had the biggest shit talkers in the world. Nick Diaz against Frank Shamrock. Both of them, I'm telling you right now, talk more crap when they fight than anybody else out there. And I've had them fight each other. And all I tell them is, hey, you're gonna say your stuff, he's gonna say it. Make sure that you and I are the only ones that hear it. It starts to get outside of that, I'm gonna start bringing myself in, you don't want that. And I'll let it go on. And they usually, it will settle itself out because I get to punch you in the mouth. That's a great equalizer. You want to say something about me? Say it now. All of a sudden the talk stops. So when you had Paige against Kylie, Paige is, you always know when Michael, I'm going to give you a little tell on Michael Paige right now. Watch him when he fights people that he's very concerned with. Watch him when he fights Paul Daly. Watch him when he was fighting. He'll do this as far as going sideways, but all the other antics are out. He doesn't do them all because I need to be careful. He's smart. And so you can see in this fight, you can see the moment he goes, you are not fast enough for me, I got you. You can see it, and he starts picking Kylie apart. He ends up on top of Kylie. Before that happened, Kylie had flipped him off inside of the cage. They were fighting, he threw a combo at Kylie and gives him the bird. Not a nice thing to do. Your mom told you not to do it. Again, if you're Michael, it's okay. I get to punch you in the mouth. It's gonna be a great thing. Michael ends up doing something, Kylie falls down, Michael goes on top of him, and he is landing what we would call very good ground and pound. He's landing big shots, and he gets to a point, he knows, I got this guy, there's no way he can beat me, and he's like acts like he's taking a selfie of himself in the moment, and the referee stopped it, took him out of the position, took a point from him for unsportsmanlike conduct. He didn't take a point for that, but he took a point for that. This is when a referee is getting over-involved in the fight. It's not about your emotions, it's not about you getting mad, it's not about I don't like a showboat. Is what he's doing, does it negatively affect the fight? Is he doing something that is putting this other fighter at risk? Is he negatively affecting the outcome of this fight? If he is, do something about it. If he's not, say, Michael, knock it off. Yeah. And that's it. Yeah.
So
that's your answer.
I add to it, that's perfect. It's better even than perfect. What I would add to it from the martial artist standpoint is if I'm doing something to him that undermines his performance, I'm taking a picture, I'm doing something, and if that affects him, then that is a sporting move. So even if that thing is something that is offensive, if its results in affecting his ability to perform, it's a combat maneuver.
But it's also, if you take a look at it and you say, every time he's doing this stuff, what's he not doing?
Yeah.
So actually he's helping him.
Yeah.
But at the time, it's not like he's doing something that's negatively affecting him.
True. It's his so you get to choose how to implement your strategy.
Yeah.
And the art of war is to create an angry or uncomfortable opponent. If I do that, I'm looking to make him emotional. If the referee becomes emotional, it's even more evidence of how much that works. Yeah. If I'm trying to make him mad by doing selfies and I actually make the ref mad, who's not even a part of the story, it further illustrates how effective that maneuver is. Yeah. So I agree with John that was pretty crazy, but it was just a human being having a human moment, and he was offended.
And that human being came out and said, I made a mistake.
Yeah. And that's good.
I got involved when I shouldn't have got involved, and it's, you know. Yeah. I talked to him about it. You know, we all make mistakes. If you, and we're all human. My big thing, especially with referees, if you make a mistake, do not try to hide the mistake. Don't make an excuse for the mistake. Own it. I did it. I made a mistake. Here's how I made a mistake. This is what I've done to fix it so it doesn't happen again, and move on. If people can't live with that, then that's their problem.